Hello everyone, I'm Holly.
I'm Karen.
This is Desmond the Bee,
and we are Basically Creative.
Hello! We are very excited, and also here's Desmond. Goodbye Desmond, he has to go elsewhere now, so that we can do this. So today we're gonna do an Inktober Prep video, because I completed my first Inktober last year and found it wonderful. So
do you know how many I've completed?
I'm gonna take a hot guess at none.
Yeah. Yeah, totally none.
Well, I tried it the year before and was wholly unsuccessful. I think I did about 7 days and then I just fell off the wagon. But last year I did it as a uni project, and I think this year I want to just try and do it off of my own back as my own thing. And I'm very excited to try and just do my little best at it. I understand that there is a lot of controversy around this year's Inktober. We're not really going to talk about that, except to mention that I am not using the official Inktober prompts this year. I am using a prompt list that I found on Pinterest. 1, because I liked it better, and 2, because I would rather not poke the bear. Just as a general rule of thumb in my life.
Not to poke the bear.
Yes, and also because, yeah, we're going to talk about that. Anyway, I have all my bits. Oof, I'm trying to move them as one, but that's not going to work. Here, and I'm just going to go through them one by one. First of all, and probably almost like the most important piece, the canvas of your work, is the sketchbook. I bought this sketchbook from Hobbycraft because it was on sale for £3.50, and I love a square sketchbook because they're great for Instagram and my brain works well with squares. This is a Sea White of Brighton sketchbook. I don't know if you can see the little embossed bit in the back, but it's there. And I like it because it's white, which means that I can do like a little drawing or a painting for the front cover. I haven't done anything in it other than write my Inktober prompts. I'm gonna put on screen, or Karen will put on screen because she's the editing whiz, the prompts that I'm using, because I'm aware that my handwriting is not the best and might not be read well. But this was a prompt called The Journey Home, and you will see the person who made it whenever we put it on the screen, because it escapes me at the moment, but you did a great job. It's just really cute, and it gives you all these options for backgrounds, and I've been trying really hard to work on my backgrounds and to make backgrounds that are visually interesting while also incorporating a character. So this will be good for me to have one character consistently moving through the world of this of these prompts and eventually finding their way home, which is very wholesome and lovely, and I love children's books and I want to be a children's book illustrator, so that suits my bag just fine. The second thing, before we dive into my pencil cases over here, that's a nice noise, is my palette that I'm going to be using. I bought this from a charity shop for 50p. I couldn't tell you for the life of me what on earth, who on earth made it or where on earth it came from. I assume probably it used to be a snack bowl, because that's what these things generally are, isn't it? But it has no markings on the back or anything. It's just a glazed piece of ceramic, and it's fabulous. Fable is like halfway off the couch. Good job, Fable. You do that, yoga babes. So yeah, look how cool the light looks in, like the ring light looks in the, whoa, that is cool, in the glazing. I'm all mesmerized. Anyway, so this is inks, this is pens. We're gonna do pens first. I made this pencil case. It's a little bit worse for wear, but I sewed it all on my own out of felt, and I'm very pleased with myself. And I will remain pleased with myself till the end of time. So I probably should have organised this beforehand, but we're just going to dive in with bits that I can find as we go along. So, well, maybe I should do my pencils first. Grab my pencils. Where are they? Where are they? Yeah, I should have prepped this beforehand, but it's fine. We'll just edit this bit.
She says, knowing Karen won't.
Yeah, Karen likes to say, yeah, we'll edit it, and then she bleeding doesn't and embarrasses me in front of people.
Oh, do not.
You do, though.
No.
You do.
No, I'm not.
I know it. Anyway, so here are my pencils. I like using mechanical pencils because I just like them better, and I like the idea of not having to deal with pencil shavings at all in my life. Because they annoy me and they're messy. This one I got off eBay. It's some Japanese stationery company. I can't even read it, to be honest. It's a 0.5 lead width. And this one I use because I like it and it's cute and because it's fun and I enjoy it. And this one is a Staedtler Tri Plus Micro in 0.5mm also, which makes buying leads a lot easier for me, and I like it a lot. And it also has, look, if you, oh, I should show you sideways, shouldn't I? If you turn the end part, the rubber comes up. I don't know if you can buy more rubbers for it, or erasers I should say. I don't know if you can buy more eraser fills for this part, because I haven't run out yet and I haven't had need to really look into it, but I'm sure I will when the time comes, or I will make it work. I use these leads. They are, again, from eBay. I like the 2H ones because I feel like they don't smudge all over every page, and I'm very heavy-handed in my sketching, so if I were to use a B or a 2B or anything, which I have done in the past, it just smears and I get it all over my hand and I get it all over the page and it's a big mess. So I use these. They're on eBay. They're like £1.26 for a pack of 5 of these little tubes, which have 20 leads in them each, and they last forever. Excuse me. On to pens. I have a big selection of pens because I'm not sure which ones are going to catch my fancy on any given day. I will probably end up using the same pens every day, but right now I don't know what those pens are. So I have a lot. I have, first of all, in terms of flexible but not quite brushy brush pens, I have the Mangaka Flexible from the Zig Kuretake, and I have, I'm going to do this like a makeup artist, that's very exciting. This one is the finer nib, and this one is the fatter nib, but you can get quite a range of I'm putting the lids on the wrong way. You can get quite a range of line widths with these, which is really fun, and the ink is very dark and black, and that pleases me, because who doesn't love very thick dark black ink. I have a white Jelly Roll pen. I guess this isn't technically, what else do I have? I have a Posca in here. I have these. I know that the Posca isn't technically ink, but it helps me to get rid of messes if I should make a mess, which does happen with a frequency, which I am ashamed to admit. And I have lots of, if I can get them all out of the thing, I think that's them all. I have lots of brush pens. All of these again came from eBay and were very cheap, but I fill them up with ink and I add water, and then I have ink wash. These ink washes are actually from last year and they just haven't dried up. So that's handy, and I will use them till they're finished and I will fill them anew. And I have also a load of these, a load of these, a load of these. Lots and lots. Lots of fine liners of various sizes. These are like Hobbycraft's knockoff of Uniball, and I think these are just fine to use for me anyway, for this purpose. I have Uniballs. I don't know why I don't feel like using them, but I don't, so this is where we're at. And I will use those, and I have a lot more sizes of those than I do of the Uniball ones. This is important for this part. I also have this Moomin pen, literally only because it's cute and I enjoy it, and the gel is nice, and I have a little refill for it. And last two things. I think this is Kuretake as well. I think so, it must be. I think this is a Zig Kuretake brush pen. It's like a brush pen that has actual bristles. These for me are very hard to use because again I'm heavy-handed and I make very thin lines very thick by accident, but it's a challenge and I need to get good because I'm a scrub currently. I also have lots of brushes, and by lots I mean 5, and of various sizes. All of these ones are Royal & Langnickel ones, and this one is a knockoff Royal & Langnickel one, again all from eBay because that's where I do most of my shopping for art supplies, because art supplies be expensive. Okay, so man, I have so much crap. I don't even know where to start. Books, presumably. Right, okay. I have so many, and as I've not ever managed to, usually I've tried Inktober and done like 1 or 2 days, and it's been like, oh, 1 or 2 days, woo! So what I'm going to do, as this is my 4th year in uni, is I am going to do Inktober, but I am going to use the actual pictures are going to be basically either sketches for my dissertation or sketches for my 4th year project. So that's basically what I'm going to do. Ideally,
I'm going to be using this boy. Because I've been wanting to use it for ages. I think I bought it like 3 years ago. And I haven't used it, obviously. I just don't know how ink is going to sort of affect it. So I'm going to try it and see, and if that doesn't work, then I will use one of these other things. And these other things are basically my square sketchbook, similar to Holly's, only mine's is older and more beat up. Toned grey paper or toned tan paper, again depending on what style of ink I'd be using. I've also got a Moleskine watercolour sketchbook, and I've got some Bristol board. So if my first plan doesn't work, then I will do something over there. Zang. Palettes I don't really think need mentioned. There are some, here they are. I will be using some walnut ink, which is basically walnut husks ground into like a fine sort of dust looking stuff. And you mix this with water and it gives you super lovely ink. We've mentioned this before on the channel. You did your broken glass in walnut ink. So yeah, that's an ages ago video, link in the description, throwback to then. But before we get there, obviously it's pencils because, you know, pathways, Karen. So is this the blue one or is this the red one? Oh look, it is just the plain one. So this boy is a 0.3mm Staedtler Mars Micro pencil. 0.3. You does not lean hard with this boy. Yeah. Because it will not draw. It will not draw. I've got my Rotering Ticky pencil. 0.5. It's very well loved, this pencil. I love this pencil. I also have Staedtler Mars Micro red pencil leads. I have blue pencil leads somewhere, although I have no idea where. So I'll be using these for sketching. I also have in my big pencil case, which is way over there because I can't be bothered standing up anymore. Because I'm lazy. No, it's not. It's because I has the bad back and I was prepared and now I'm not. I have a big 8B, what are they called? Faber-Castell Jumbo.
Oh yeah, those massive boys.
The massive boy, yeah. Which I will also use. Lining. We're gonna give it a go with the graphic line makers. I have them in grey, sepia and black. I also have Uni Pin Fine Liner. The problem is a lot of these are India ink, and India ink is really crap with ink washes and water and stuff. So drop them all over the floor. Fable, you are not permitted to eat it. Thank you very much. We'll see how it goes. I might just try and line afterwards. I also have my Fudenosuke pen, which is lovely. Do you like my Freya tattoo? Isn't it nice?
It is lovely.
Yes. Well, Freya was here last time I did videos.
I know. Bless.
And then I mentioned that she had gone, so I just thought as soon as I did that. Nice Freya tattoo. Yes, this pen's awesome. I love it to bits. It's like your fine version. Words escape me.
The mangaka.
The mangaka one, yeah, it's similar to the fine one, I think. Really nice to use. I'm going to also have, again, another one similar to the fine mangaka. This is a touch pen. I forget who does it. Is it Pentel? I don't know. It is Pentel Touch brush marker that Holly got me when she first went to Gray's School of Art
For my
for your interview.
Oh, back in the day.
Back in the day for your interview. And then she brought this back for me because she was like, oh, all the nice pens. All the Excite, and that came with her. So yeah. So I've got another Pentel pocket brush pen, real brush, on it. With, again, I think that's India ink that the Pentel pocket brush pen is, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
I've got this one in orange. I have it in black
It's
also.
so cute in orange.
I was like, I must have the orange
I
one.
had the black one, and then she got the orange one, and I was like, oh, I want an orange one.
First world problems.
It's like when they brought out that friggin' clear Game Boy Advance, and everyone went, I want the clear one!
Yeah. Because you can see all the wires. Yes, I'm also perhaps going to use these fellas. These I really like. It's not, funnily enough, not the most expensive brand of, I'm just checking she's not away with that pen that I dropped on the floor. It's not the most expensive brand of fountain pen. However, I really like them. I really, really like them. They're Jinho or Jinhao pens. Thank you, darling.
Scamp is telling people not to touch this.
She is having a grump. So this one is in... I've lost my... This one is in orange. Paper. So yeah, that's the two colours. So this is like a more medium nib. The black one is a fine nib. Hashtag random notes on nature houses for my dissertation, which I haven't finished yet. So yeah, these fellas are quite nice. I like them a lot.
It's okay, she smells nice.
I also have, as everybody probably has, a Jelly Roll pen, because obviously. Other pens I have, I've only brought a selection of these because to bring them all down would have been daft. Faber-Castell Pet Artist brush pens. I have a fair selection of these. These are all just average brush pens. And I also have all of the colours of the Illustrator markers. So we have the old boys and the new boys. Although these I would say are the old version of the new boys, because I think they upgraded them after these guys because the brush nibs were, I wonder if you can see sands maybe.
Did we do a review?
Do you see how the brush nib is kind of like fluffy at the end?
It got that way very quickly, and it also
very quickly
because of the
There's the
fluffiness
daffodil.
wouldn't hold any ink and would
Yeah.
dry out. Which was
See, the daffodil's pretty decent looking.
because you haven't used it very much.
No, I used the daffodil a lot.
Oh, did you?
So it was, they weren't this first, what's this like? This one's even more decent looking. My eggshell one is the worst. It's like the whole front half of the brush is like white and floof. You can get new nibs for them, so I've basically been waiting until all the nibs were upgraded. I actually should probably just upgrade them all, but my dog is desperately looking at the chew that Holly's dog has. Matthew, darling, could you possibly go and get Fable a wee bit of cheese, please?
Okay.
Thanks, sweetie.
I don't think she ate that chew that you gave her earlier at all.
Oh, where is it?
I have no idea.
That's probably why. It's probably downside. It's probably been playing with it.
My thumbs.
I also have watercolour medium for masking.
Here she goes.
Masking fluid. Oh, she's, yeah. And I saw these the other day in the range and was like, but I must buy the pens though. So I think I've actually, do you know, I think you can exchange the nibs on these. I don't know, I haven't actually taken them out of the bit, well, obviously.
Just got them yesterday.
I just got them yesterday. They were in the range for like £1.25 and I was like, yes though. It's alright, sweetie, I'll sort it later. So yeah. And obviously all of the brushes for the thing because ink and yes. I really like these brushes. I spent a long time trying to collect all the same type of brushes. Hello, darling. Matthew's having a cuddle. So the inks that I have are Scribblers is a really, really good company. They make up a whole load of inks. This is their purple, which you can't properly see, but it's a oh, there you go, look. It's really, really gorgeous. Matthew, darling, could you maybe not? Thank you. I have Winsor & Newton white ink, which I don't actually think I've even used.
Yes.
I have some lovely Winsor & Newton gold that Holly brought me back from London way back in the day.
I know, after my first year of uni when I went on a trip.
Indeed. And I've got quite a lot of these. They look manky, right? But they're not actually manky. They're iridescent. That one isn't, I don't think. Oh no, it might be. They're iridescent inks. So, as you can see, iridescent acrylic FW Daler and Rowe inks. There, that's the red one. Really, they all look like white with a slightly different tint of iridescent thingy, except for the black and obviously the purple, because the purple is a bit more purple than some of the other colours. What's that one? Is that my black ink?
Yeah, that's your black.
So yeah.
That's proper black. That's just.
I've got black and I've got black where I dropped it. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
In the old house, I dropped it and it went all the way up the door.
Yeah.
So this was my replacement one for this. That was the last time I tried
Doing this.
yeah. So I don't actually know why I put that there. I just brought it to show you the try thingy with the thing. And the next podcast that we are going to do will be discussing our plans for Inktober, and our views over some of the products that we'll be using, how we've used them before, whether we felt they're half decent or not, and our ever exciting game of
It's a wrong guess, but it's
it's
a good guess. Very exciting.
So please join us for that. However, until next time,
I have been Holly.
I've been Karen,
This has been Desmond the Bee.
and we have been Basically Creative. Bye!